everyone, welcome to the channel. We are doing relationship readings today. Specifically, these readings are designed to mirror your vibration about relationships back to you. So they will show you, mirror for you what you're doing vibrationally, which will give you some sense of why you're manifesting what you're manifesting with regards to relationships, and how to help you to get into a better alignment with the relationship that you desire. So we have 3 piles: fearless expression, external validation, and your past supports your future. Timestamps are below, and I will see you in your readings. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. Today we're doing a quick 5-minute reading that is a show me my vibration about relationships reading. So this is for somebody who is potentially trying to manifest a relationship or is wondering what the heck is going on in the relationship that they're in. But essentially the what is my vibration reading shows you what your energy is, and it explains what you're getting back from your reality, because your reality is mirroring your vibration. So let's pull your cards over. You've got the Page of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Devil. You've got fearless expression, obsession, and you don't know where you are, but you are free. Okay, so Page of Cups is on a quest of the heart. There's something that's captured the Page of Cups' attention. In this specific card, you can see this person who has their attention's been captivated by something. Interestingly, this person's legs are like goat eggs, if you can see. And the back of the chair that he's sitting on is like goat horns. And that speaks a bit to the Devil card in this specific reading. So it's almost like what's captivated this person is not necessarily a real heart's desire with this card and the rest of this reading. It's like this person's been captivated by something that's not real or not authentic to the heart. It could be an obsession with somebody. It could be an obsession with an idea. So the 4 of Pentacles shows like a unwillingness to kind of lay off of something. There's this like, nope, this is where I'm going to be. And yeah, it's like a coveting of something in the physical. The Devil card is very much a similar vibe, where this is when we get obsessed with something in the physical and we lose connection with our source, and we think that the source is coming to us from outside rather than us being the source who is manifesting and drawing in. I pulled a few more. So we've got innocence. You cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. And Sisters of the Star Blossoms. You cannot make a mistake, and innocence, seeing yourself in a negative light, some sort of self-rejection that's going on, where you're having trouble forgiving yourself for something in the past. Perhaps it was choosing somebody that wasn't right for you and allowing yourself to kind of experience something negative. And perhaps I feel like what the message is saying here is that you're obsessing over the fact that you did this, that you were fooled, you were drawn in by something sparkly. You didn't follow your heart. You followed like a false illusion of something real. And I feel like, this is kind of one of those situations, like it's like you can't let go of something that happened in the past with a relationship. That I feel like it's like you pursued somebody who wasn't right for you. You pursued an illusion. You pursued a shimmery, glimmery something that was promising something or other to you. And you can't let go of the experience because you're upset at yourself for making the mistake, so to speak. It's like you feel like you made a mistake. You're really beating up on yourself for following this glimmering, shining opportunity that wasn't right for you, that wasn't rooted in your truth and your heart. It was very much like a devil's energy where it lured you in for some reason. The fearless expression card and the you don't know where you are but you are free card just speaks to like everything's a learning experience and everything has value. And if you just let go of your kind of staunch perspective that you're refusing to move out of being upset at yourself for, you might begin to allow for the fruit, the harvest of this experience to come forward. So if we were to read your vibration about relationship, it's like you're keeping yourself stuck because of self criticism or judgment of yourself for a decision that you made in the past where you didn't follow your heart and you got yourself mixed up in a relationship that perhaps wasn't good for you. And you're just in a perpetual kind of punishing yourself, stuckness energy. So your guidance is to understand that everything is valuable. Every life experience you can milk for something. It's like, let yourself off the hook. Stop being so judgmental of yourself. And it's easier said than done. But what I might guide you to do is make a list of all the things that you learned from that experience, all the preferences that you put into your vortex, all the things that you'll never do again. And, stop bashing yourself for living and learning, because I feel like the stuckness you're feeling is because you're not allowing yourself to live and learn again. It's like you might even be keeping relationships away from you, which is because you don't want to have to bash yourself again for making mistakes. You might have even had a string of relationships that didn't go well, where you were having mistake after mistake. But it's like all of those experiences were meant to bring you this wisdom that you can freely live life. You can engage life. You can throw yourself in. Nothing's ever a mistake. Everything's just an opportunity for wisdom. And you living, learning, and figuring it out is not the end of the world. Like, this is some Virgo vibes here of like, I have to get it right the first time, or Capricorn, like I have to have it perfect. I can't learn anything. I can't make mistakes. It's like, well, you're here to make mistakes. You're here to learn. You're here to grow. You're here to gain wisdom from your experiences. And you have the potential here to like not only gain wisdom, but get your energy moving again and start manifesting experiences again. And yeah, you might have more opportunities to make mistakes and mess up, but it's like, that's life. And I feel like that sounds a lot more fun to you than things just continuing to be stuck. So that's your reading, pile 1. Thank you for listening, and blessings on your journey. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. We are doing a quick 5-minute reading that is a what's my vibration on relationships at this time reading. So this reading is designed to reflect and mirror to you your current vibration about relationships. So whether you're trying to manifest one or you're in one, this will provide you a mirror to show you what you're doing vibrationally, which will then show you what it'll provide you the reason for what you're manifesting in reality as you create your reality with your vibration. So in learning more about your vibration, you can shift it and manifest something else. So let's pull your cards over. And we've got Leader of the Light. Where are you being called to serve and support others? Queen of Swords. 8 of Wands. External validation. Blessing in disguise. Excessive pressure. The Guru. And Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. What I feel is that it's like you are currently in an experience that feels, it's almost like the universe has cloistered you into something. I feel like you've perhaps manifested someone in your life who you are, it's like you're being the leader, you're being the guru is something that's providing you with some sort of satisfaction, but it's also really not serving you. You might have a pattern of like being other people's source, of being other people's answer, of being their solution to something. And this, it feels like that was something that you were raised into and that has traditionally like felt like it's been serving you, but you're in a situation where it's not so pretty anymore. If you get what I'm saying, it's like you're being cloistered into a life experience that's designed to push you out of this pattern and into something else very quickly. So Grandmother Dragonfly, this card is about something that you can tap into, like an inner resource that is being pushed forward into your repertoire, like some sort of energy that is available, that's been suppressed or hidden or rejected or whatever, that is coming up, that is being mined. So this experience, this excessive pressure, it's like the pressure is pushing whatever this is forward. The blessing in disguise is that this experience is designed to push you somewhere that you don't, it's like you're not enjoying this experience, but you are meant to experience this. I feel like what this is helping you with is the external validation piece. So as I mentioned, you may have got in the past external validation through being helpful, through being a teacher, through offering your wisdom. It may have been something that kind of served you, but now it's like something ugly. It's like an ugly version of this that is here to show you that this isn't what you want for yourself anymore. Like, you don't want to be this figure anymore that holds the source for others. You want to be somebody who, if anything, guides other people to their own source. You don't want to be the provider of the answers and the solutions. You don't want to be the teacher. You don't want to be, the one that gives. You can guide people to their source. So something is pressuring you into a new way of being, something that wants to kind of emerge from within you, that has to do with not seeking external validation anymore, by being a guru, by being a teacher. So since this is a relationship reading, you may have manifested someone in your life that is either like relying on you heavily for something, like they are asking you for something over and over. And it's just this experience is like really showing you that you don't want to be like this anymore. It's like, oh, this is ugly. I don't want to be part of this dynamic anymore. It's something that you used to maybe really associate and identify yourself with, that created a big part of your ego, your persona, your sense of yourself. And whatever you're in right now is like a pressured experience to help you see that it's not serving you, and to shift into what this whole kind of complex wants to become or move into, like kind of like what's the dharma version of this karma. So your next cards are listening with your heart. So getting in touch with yourself, asking yourself, what is this experience guiding me into? Asking yourself, what do I really want? And this card, the collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. So that gives me a sense of, like other people are asking for something from you that you just don't want to provide anymore. You might have used to do that and maybe enjoyed that experience, but it's like this isn't resonating with the core of who you are anymore. And we've got ascendancy capacity with Lion. So yeah, it's a real sense of like, I've outgrown something. And so your vibration is kind of sitting there, and it's not a negative place to be. It's like you're between the old and the new. So you might be kind of sitting at, I want to say you're sitting at like overwhelm. And with this ascendancy capacity card, I'm just going to read it. It'll help you to understand the vibration here. So challenges in your life are a means to a greater end, catalyzing your readiness for an increased flow of grace and refining your ability to handle higher levels of spiritual electricity and responsibility. Continue to engage in your process, recognizing that your limits are being tested. At the same time, take care and apply wisdom so that you navigate the line between breakdown and breakthrough. This is a testing time with an extremely positive end in view. Embrace your power while surrendering into your wisdom. So part of what this also kind of brings forward for me is that you are also being pushed into a higher level leadership position by your life. So this might be something that's more like deep and soulful and about the way that the universe is working around you. So the sense of like being the authority of your life, being the leader of your life, not allowing other people's dictates of you to determine your life's direction anymore. So you might be in a situation that's really pushing you into taking leadership of your life, taking leadership of your energy, becoming your own teacher, becoming your own guru, being, following your heart and what your heart is saying rather than responding to others. I feel like that's the key here with that external validation and the leader. It's like you're not responding to others' desires for you anymore. You're moving into this state of, what do I want? And let me be moved by my inner authority. So you're undergoing this big transformation. And so, yeah, it's the overwhelm is the vibration in the sense that it's just kind of a big, heavy process that you're walking through, but it's also temporary. And the more you embrace the obstacles and this sense that you're being pushed and pressured as something, it's like the tension that is used to form a diamond, that this is all leading somewhere beneficial for you, and it will ultimately have a really positive result. So in terms of manifesting a relationship, or, this feels more like you might be in a relationship and experiencing this dynamic. For others of you who want to manifest one, I'd say this is just a moment where you are moving into the position where you're going to be able to manifest a partner that is of a higher kind of octave individual, somebody who is self-sufficient and independent and is the authority of their own life, who isn't externally validated, who isn't responding to conditions and the flow of influence and that kind of thing. It's like you're aligning with somebody who's going to be that solid, grounded, stable, powerful person. And this experience is helping you to align with them. So that's your reading, pile 2. Thank you for listening, and blessings on your journey. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We're doing a 5-minute reading that is about, it is a reflection of your vibration regarding relationships. So because your vibration creates your reality, this reading is designed to show you where you're currently standing and how the reality that you're getting reflects your vibration. And what this does for you is you can work with your vibration and shift it into another place if you don't like the reality that you are getting. And overall, it's helpful to know where you are so that you can know how far you are from where you're going, how to shift direction, etc. So we've got 10 of Swords and 6 of Cups. Your past supports your future. Savoring pleasure. You can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. Intolerance. The Amaryllis Lute. And Affluence. So this is very, very clearly a reading about having walked away from something, or we're ruminating over something from the past. We had a relationship that either ended. It almost feels like for some of you, your person passed. We've got the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. So we're reminiscing about the 10 of Swords could have been a very painful separation or ending. And then we've got your past supports your future, meaning there's grief here that is struggling to be integrated, that we're having a hard time moving forward and understanding that whatever was in the past is fertilizer for where we're going. But it's like, yeah, this has really disrupted you to the point where it's like you can't accept good things anymore. So you are probably familiar with watching other people in their kind of trauma patterns with grief, is that when you lose something good, it's like you can't allow yourself to feel good anymore. You just stop accepting in the good things of life. You lose interest in the things that you love. You kind of fall out of your interest in reality, and your zest for life kind of quiets for a while. So this is a pretty, kind of painful place that you're in emotionally. I feel like some of you have gotten away from a really, really bad situation, and you're having trouble understanding how that situation benefited you, was helpful to you. It's like you can't even get there. This is quite a kind of dense energy reading. So this is on the end of the vibrational scale, which is no problem. It's just you honor your journey, right? You've been through something. This is where you are. We're having trouble allowing in positive again. So there's worthiness issues here. There's grief. There's difficulty feeling like you can move on. Like how can I regain my zest for life? How can I live again? It's that kind of thing. For some of you, it's like you've escaped a really toxic situation, but you're still having trouble accepting positive in, because this that level of toxicity, you may have had a relationship where the person was extremely manipulative, who tricked you into believing like you're not worthy of pleasure, you're not worthy of good, and you took that on inside yourself, and now it's like you can't find the positive anymore. What this reading is saying, though, is that like you've won a victory over your past. For those of you who have walked away from something really painful, you've won a victory here over a lower vibration kind of energy. So you have walked away from something that was extremely toxic to you. You have freed yourself from a much lower vibration. And your work is to kind of try to gain energy again, to start to gain momentum. So there might be a bit of rejection of the past coming in, along with like a reminiscing of it, which is kind of an interesting response that we do to traumatic experiences, where we kind of like miss the person that was abusing us, but we're also like acknowledging how toxic and terrible it was. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of mixed emotions wrapped up in here, but there's this sense like you can do it, and you're meant to rise again. You're meant to find pleasure again. You are moving into a higher vibration, whether you feel it or not. It is your work to begin remembering the goodness of life. So what I might suggest for you is writing a list each day of the things that you like, things that are going well, positive aspects of certain things, like just focusing on easy subjects. Like if you have a favorite pet or a best friend, just someone or something that is just a pure source of light for you. And just spending a lot of time thinking about that one thing, or just doing what you can to find things that you like that feel good to you, as good as you can find. So not pushing yourself, but just starting to get the energy moving again about the things that you like, the things that you want, and engaging in life a little bit more. So your final cards are the Good Kind, Law of Attraction, and Sister of Shambhala Shows the Way. Sister of Shambhala Shows the Way is a message about how there are a lot of kind of loving spirits, maybe spirit animals, like lots of friends, lots of supporters and supportive energies around you at this time who are guiding you and helping you to heal. So being open to these beings manifesting or helping you more. Like, for example, when I was having a really traumatic time in my life, I must have opened some sort of valve for help to come in, because I manifested horses, and horses literally saved me. And, you know, in that dark moment, I still found a way of just finding like my new teachers, my new guides, my new healers, beings that would really truly change my life deeply. And so for you, it's like there's this glimmer in this whatever moment you're having here that's challenging. Something wants to come to you and help you in some form. So like my story, hearing my story, just be more open to receiving help that is trying to come to you. That it's like you're really struggling to receive good things in life after what you went through. But there are, like, the universe is trying to send these like angelic supportive energies to you. So do what you can to open yourself, even if you start repeating just that every day. The universe is sending me angelic supportive helpful energies, whatever phrase you want to use. Something helpful is coming to me. I'm going to be helped to feel better, because that is what your reading is saying. Your reading is saying you will be supported. You can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. It's like spiritual energies are aware of you. They're sending you help. They want to help you. And you can even manifest helpful beings in your physical. You can manifest friends, animals, whatever kind of, way that your help wants to come through. So be open. And with these other two cards, the Good Kind and Law of Attraction, again, it just symbolizes that you're focused right now on seeing the good of your situation, seeing the good of your life, feeling as good as you can, writing lists of things that feel good. It's like that is your way forward. There's nothing wrong with kind of expressing yourself and getting your emotions out, but at the same time, there's that awareness that you create your reality with your focus and your thoughts. And the faster you can turn yourself around and focus on the positive, the better. Like, if there's somebody who passed in your life, they don't want you to be upset. They don't want you to drag yourself down, in vibration because you're sad. That person wants you to feel good again. And if this was a harmful relationship that you're going through, it's like, don't let this person win over you, that they're still haunting you as you've moved away from them and they're in your past and they're still haunting you and having power over you by causing you to not allow in the good of life anymore. Don't allow them to have that power, right? So, okay, pile 3. So that's your reading. Thank you for listening, and blessings on your journey.